Hey y'all, and welcome back to Southern Chatter.
I'm
Bucky. Okay, you can tell we are a little rusty, but I'm Bucky.
And I'm Brandon.
And we are back, y'all. It has been quite a while since we have done a podcast. I would say it's been over
A
a year and a half, I think. It was before, well, we'll get into it, but a lot of things have changed since our last podcast. I think that we talked about...
Do we not know the date of our last podcast?
I probably should have done the research before we started, but I cannot remember exactly, but I do know it was definitely over a year ago because, y'all, we have a son now. And I think we talked about being pregnant in the last podcast that we did.
Okay.
So it was definitely before he was born, and he's 16 months.
And now he's like going on a year and a half, so yeah.
It's been a while. But anyways, y'all, we are back. Brandon and Bucky.
But we never really went anywhere.
I mean, we weren't
Well,
present.
but like in general.
Well, actually, we have gone plenty of places because nothing in our life is the same. So this is just as much of a update on our life as well as hot topics about some things that have been happening. And y'all, that's what we're going to be doing in this podcast more. We're going to be talking about our life as two gay dads with a son, and also hot topics and just really whatever we want to talk about. What is funny?
The way you said that was funny. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a giggle.
Well,
so y'all, we are reporting live from the basement.
Okay.
Where we now live.
We gotta explain to them why we're in a basement.
So we're in a basement because y'all,
we're
this
homeless.
Economy. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't want to
you
make
can't
light
joke
of
about
it.
that.
I know I'm not. Okay. Anyway,
Okay, we're not laughing.
So we are in the process of building a house, and so in order to kind of kickstart that process, we sold our house that we lived in Charlotte to a friend of ours, so it kind of stayed in the family. But anyway, so we sold our house and we moved in with Bucky's parents for a little while. So we're now living sort of in their basement, which is where we're recording this. As you can see, the lovely basement windows behind us.
That's only if they are actually watching us on YouTube. So you also can watch this podcast on the Southern Snackers YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/Southern Snackers. Just put in Southern Snackers and you'll find us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to alienate those of you who just listen.
Yeah, so that. If you want to see the visual, that's where you need to go.
So we are reporting from the basement. We're living here now while our house is being built. Our house is being built just like literally a stone's throw away.
You can't throw a stone that far.
Some people can, probably.
Some people. It definitely.
I mean, not me.
Okay.
Anyway, so our house is currently being built, so we're in the process of that. We don't really know when it's going to be ready yet. Hopefully by the summer, we'll see. But we'll keep y'all updated as we go through that journey. We have a son, as he said, so we have a little baby named Otto. And he's living here with us, too. Clearly. And we are recording this podcast, y'all, right after Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. So a lot has happened within the past couple of days, and it is very exciting, and we will get into it. You'll also see that in the bottom corner, if you're watching this visually on YouTube, we tried to get a fancy setup, just like, you know, let's be real podcasters. Let's order like two nice microphones that have the little stand and pops up and you look so cool when you're recording. And we were like, let's do that. Let's just be so legit. And did that. Y'all, I had everything working today, except we didn't have the other microphone plugged in yet because we were waiting on another cord. Well, y'all, that...
A dongle. We were waiting on a dongle.
A dongle, yeah. Everybody knows what a dongle is.
They should if they don't. Look it up.
But we were waiting on that, and unfortunately, when we plugged both microphones up, neither really work. It's like it only found one microphone, and then it just was a hot mess. So we are back with the true trusty old
Yeti,
blue Yeti that picks both of us up and literally sounds better than both of these two new microphones that I spent a lot of money on.
I mean, I blame the creative director. I just want to say I had no part in this setup. And I mean,
I just wanted us to maybe each have our microphone and the whole Trisha Paytas and like they
We're
have
not. You
different
want us to literally be Trisha Paytas, and
or
we're not Trisha
canceled.
Paytas.
I want us to be any other podcast. I don't see another podcast that uses one little microphone.
Well,
in front
most
of the
other
two people.
podcasters are also not recording from like a basement.
Y'all, I do hope that once we have our new house in the summer, we have a sunroom and we already are like getting furniture for it. And I think it would be the perfect like little setup for a cute like.
We're going to drag podcasting equipment in and out of the sunroom.
You don't think that's maybe we'll do it upstairs? I guess.
I mean, it'd make more sense to do it in an office.
It's not as cute though.
Well,
I
we
guess we'll
can
have to
make it cute.
Okay, well, never mind. We're not doing podcasting in the summer.
Anyway, well, let's move on to some hot topics. I think we've given them enough updates.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
What else has changed?
It seems like a lot. They may know us from Southern Snackers.
Oh God!
They may know us.
We're going through the spiel.
From
Okay,
Southern
go ahead.
Daddies.
Yeah, they're fine.
So we did post our process of having our son on our YouTube channel, Southern Daddies. So if you want to go over there, you can check that out. We haven't updated over there since before Christmas because y'all things
Somebody's
just have
been
gotten
slack.
Yeah, and honestly, it just came from like not being motivated and honestly just not wanting to see myself on camera. But
Yeah.
I mean, sadly, but that's like the real part of it.
And y'all, I promise I do usually, like, if you're watching this, I do usually have better posture, but I'm literally fully hunched so that I don't look like here, I'll stand up straight so you can see. So I'm like fully hunching so that I can like be close to the microphone and sort of like on Bucky's level.
You'll never be on my level.
Well, yeah, I can't think so low. Anyway, so let's move on to some hot topics now. God, let's talk about something more fun.
I would like to say that I created a list of everything that we were
Yeah, let's get to it. So y'all, the Super Bowl was yesterday.
If we go as fast as what you're doing, we're going to be in and out of here in 10 minutes.
We've got to already be at least 10 minutes in.
No, we're actually not.
It feels like it's been an eternity. Anyway, y'all, the Super Bowl was yesterday. Super Bowl 58. Taylor Swift's team won. So we're excited about that.
Okay, can I just
Even though
stop
it felt
you for
rigged.
a second?
What are you guys
Well,
talking
that's
for?
another hot topic. Everybody just saying like Taylor Swift won a ring or Taylor Swift's first ring. Like, it's just kind of overplayed now. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, she's dating a guy that was on a football team that went to the. Yeah, that is on a football team. Well, he might not be after yelling at that coach.
They made up. I read about it today.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, that's another topic. But I don't know. I'm just kind of over it. It's like she's just another person. I was reading a thing that they literally only showed her 59 seconds total of the whole Super Bowl coverage.
Well, why would they show her more than that?
I'm just saying, like, people act like they just show her and it's like nothing but Taylor Swift. That's all people talk about. And it's like,
because think of the people who are usually watching football.
What do you mean?
I mean, the people who typically watch football are not people who are going to enjoy seeing Taylor Swift on their screen.
Oh, I
just
know what
in
you're
general.
saying. So
like
that's
they're already programmed to hate her.
Right. Yeah. I guess that's true. But anyways,
y'all, it was a nail biter. I mean, down to the last second, which is kind of why it did feel a little bit rigged.
But people think that the NFL is rigged. I read something, and y'all don't fact check me. Allegedly,
somebody's gonna fact check.
Allegedly,
I'm gonna
the
fact check.
NFL. No, you're not. You didn't do any research for this podcast. You added nothing to our topics list, so don't say you're gonna.
Yeah, but
anything.
at least I'm trying to talk about the topics.
I heard allegedly.
You heard? Oh, you heard it from somebody.
Or I read it.
Okay, where'd
or
you read it?
maybe I heard it on a podcast.
Where'd you read it?
It could have been a podcast. I don't know.
Okay. Well, considering the podcast I know you listened to, I doubt that it was a very legible source.
Okay. Well, anyways, so I heard allegedly that the NFL, when they're like listed on like taxes and stuff, they're listed as like entertainment, or they're listed something like they're listed in entertainment, and basically it's the same category as what like WWE and like wrestling
sports
is,
entertainment,
but it's different than what like soccer or what baseball, like what other major league. They're under a different bracket, and they're saying it's because
this seems
how
sus.
wrestling is fake. That
wrestling's not fake.
Y'all, this is not on our hot topics list, but we have somehow stumbled across like Royal Rumble on wrestling.
Royal Rumble is fun to
And
watch.
we
though.
watch it every time it comes on.
It's fun to watch.
So
because it's
good.
like different and there's lots of new personalities and new people to look at and like.
But it is so stupid. I can't believe when I was younger I thought that it was real.
I can't either.
You never thought it was real?
Absolutely not. I don't think I ever really even watched it, to be like hardly ever, to be honest. Maybe when I was like at my cousin's house or something.
Like Goldberg.
I mean, I remember those people, yeah, for
the
sure, because they were like in pop
Undertaker,
culture.
The red one,
Stone Cold.
Kane, Stone Cold,
The
The
Rock.
Rock back then. Rey Mysterio. I mean, I could just go on and on. I had like action figures of all the wrestlers.
Stretch Armstrong.
That is not a wrestler.
Yeah.
No, that is an action figure or something.
I'm just kidding.
But anyways, back to the Super Bowl. So it started off with one of Brandon's favorites doing the national anthem. What did you think of it?
It was really good.
I thought she did good too.
Yeah, so Reba and McEntire sang the national anthem. And y'all, it's kind of funny because if you know her story, Reba was what?
She first did the national anthem where she was discovered.
Yes. So Reba was asked to perform the national anthem at like some big national bull riding, like a rodeo, and there was somebody in the crowd and they actually discovered her from that gig. So it's just kind of a cool thing for somebody like to go full circle where singing the national anthem was actually the reason why you were ever really a thing, and then now you're singing the national anthem of the Super Bowl. And I love Reba.
Good.
It was really good. Yeah,
I mean,
it was country, like it was true to Reba. She didn't do anything too crazy with it.
No.
There was a few little embellishments, but nothing wild.
And I thought the things that she did was like still like stuck with the you know the essence of the national anthem. She didn't get too crazy.
No.
Kind of stuck to the roots.
She wasn't doing like vocal acrobatics or anything like that, for sure.
At the end, she did like a what she like went the free, like she did a thing where she repeated.
Yeah, she did
know what
that.
I mean? So that kind of changed the.
She just really the brave. She said
the brave.
twice.
That's I couldn't remember.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, I did. I started doing that.
You only do that because Beyonce did that. You copied it from Beyonce.
Well,
let's be honest.
We'll get into her in a little bit.
Anyway,
so after the national anthem was Post Malone, or Post Malone was before.
Post Malone was before Andrew Day, and then Post Malone.
They
and
were
then
okay.
Reba.
There's not much to say about it. They were fine.
Andrew Day did. I thought Andrew Day did a good job.
Aldra, is it not Aldra Day?
No, it's Andrew Day.
Andra.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
I thought she did a good job,
Day.
and she sang "Lift Her Voice and Sing," and then Post Malone sang "America the Beautiful," and he was good.
You just talked so fast. I was watching your lips.
What?
You're like, no, seriously.
I'm trying to talk.
Just so you know, we're at 13 minutes.
Yeah, and at this rate, we're going to be here for 2 hours.
Well, that's fine. Trisha
we have to go put our son to
podcasts
bed.
are 2.5 hours
eventually, and that's ridiculous.
And they also record another hour for her Patreon.
That's crazy. Who has that much to say?
I mean, I could sit here and talk all day.
Yeah, but you talk and don't say nothing.
Don't you kind of like when I'm listening to a podcast, I just love to hear like just conversations back and forth.
I do,
and, like,
if we get to the meat of it.
But you act like we're at the news. We're like, and in today's news, we have the Super Bowl. We have
no, I just like to get to the meat of the conversation. And it's funny because like, I feel like when we do podcasts and stuff like that, you do what you always accuse me of when I tell stories. Bucky always tells me that I tell stories too long and I don't get to the point.
He does.
But I feel like when we get on a podcast, you do that constantly. But you're not telling a story. It's just like, I don't know how to explain the feeling. I think I have the same feeling you have when I tell stories when we do a podcast. Does that make sense?
Maybe. I mean, possibly. I'm just saying, like, you were getting crazy. Right?
Anyway.
But continue.
Okay. So in other fun Super Bowl news, y'all, I mean, one of the biggest things of the night. So the commercials are always fun.
There was a lot of good commercials, I thought, but also a lot of like teasers for movies that are coming out.
There were so many like movie trailer premieres.
So many.
Like Quiet Place, Deadpool,
my favorite.
Or whatever.
If.
There was a movie called Ifs with like imaginary friends.
Oh, you're about to cough.
Sorry.
I can see it popping up. My favorite that I was like, oh my gosh, they've been talking about remaking this movie for so many years, and finally it looks like
What
it's
movie?
happening. Twister.
Oh yeah, Twisters.
How could you Twisters?
Now they're plural. It's Twisters.
Oh, because
Yeah.
on the Super Bowl they only showed like part of the trailer, and they're like, go online to like watch the rest. So I went and
Oh, I
finished.
didn't go watch the rest of that one. I should have.
I watched the rest of Twister.
Did it have flying
today.
cows?
I don't.
It has to have a flying cow.
It'll probably do a
I mean,
like a
come
playback
on.
to the original, but I don't know if it's like it didn't explain like
If
if
it
these are
even-
just new people.
I think it's totally new people, or it's probably going to be something
like a
where
grandkid of somebody.
yeah, somebody's child or somebody's grandchild.
That's what would
Is
make
Helen
sense
Hunt in it
because
at all?
I don't think so, which is kind
I
of
think
sad.
the man that was in it with her died.
Oh really?
So Bill Paxton, who I think is the man in Twister, I think he's since passed. So I don't. What?
Nothing. Just how you said that.
What?
He has since passed.
Anyway, I think that he is no longer with us.
It is
so I don't
sad
think
that
he'll be in
she's
it.
not gonna be.
And maybe she will though. I bet she'll have like a cameo.
They would put her in the trailer, even if she's in it for
no,
a
because they
second.
didn't put Lindsay Lohan in the Mean Girls trailer.
I think they did.
No, they
right?
didn't. They never did. It was a total surprise.
Maybe. But anyways, I watched the trailer, and they had Dorothy, going up into the tornado.
That's You're talking about the Wicked trailer now.
No, Dorothy is what they call, at the back of
Oh.
the Twister thing. That's
I was like,
Dorothy.
what?
Dorothy's
I was
not
like, you
even
are
in-
mixing up your movie trailers.
Dorothy's not even in Wicked.
Yes, she is.
Dorothy's in Wicked?
She makes like a. You don't really see Dorothy, but you see her
So
red
she's not
slippers
in-
and stuff.
But she's not in Wicked. You see it under the house?
No, in Wicked, in the movie trailer, it literally showed Dorothy and the little animals getting to Oz and the wizard being like, bring them to me.
Oh.
That's what happens in the story of Wicked. You act like you've never seen Wicked.
I have seen Wicked.
Well, you act like you hadn't. Anyway, that's another movie trailer that premiered with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
Why has that one taken so long to come out? And
Because
we're
they were
still
waiting for the
waiting
Super
until
Bowl.
Thanksgiving?
I know.
Put it out this summer.
It is a long time.
I mean, that's
But it'll
wild.
be a huge. I mean, that's smart because that's like a. I mean, that's always like a big movie weekend, and so it's smart for them to do that. I think.
Yeah, it's interesting that is what people do on.
Yeah, it's like the
Thanksgiving.
perfect thing for families. So like you get fill up on your turkey, and then you just want to kind of chill. So then,
But then you can't eat
if you're not into
popcorn.
shopping, why can't you eat popcorn?
Because you just got full from
No,
Thanksgiving.
most people go the day after Thanksgiving. I think to the
Oh.
movies.
Hmm.
Not like on Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
Sorry to be boring
This
you.
is
This
is what happens when you have a 16-year-old. Oh God!
Sorry.
Please don't start.
I
And
should have brought some water.
You will not. Yeah, we should have had a snack table. Trisha Paytas has a snack table.
We are
I'm
not
also
Trisha
going to get
Paytas
canceled for talking about Trisha Paytas.
so much.
Okay, I've only mentioned her twice.
Mm.
So I've had a resurgence. We'll get back to the Super Bowl. We're going off
Oh
topic
God!
again.
Oh, imagine that.
So I do watch Trisha Paytas.
It's
and
called Just
Oscar.
Trisha, right?
It's just
Just
Trish.
Trish.
Her, Moses, and Oscar. And I know that
Okay, sorry. keep
I
going.
know that she's had her troubled past, but
Coupled past.
since having a kid, she is honestly unproblematic.
She's turned a new leaf.
And I think we should grant that to people because people do change. And believe us, you change after having a kid. Honestly, we haven't.
I don't think you.
But
I mean,
we weren't troubled. We've never had a drug problem. We've never.
has Trisha had a drug problem?
Yeah, she talks openly about it.
What kind of drugs?
I think like everything.
Everything.
Like hardcore, like meth.
What? I
think-
guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah, she's been in some bad like groups.
Yeah.
But anyway, so not
And
only
she was transgender for a minute.
she was, I don't think she was trans. Well,
Well, she got in a lot of hot water for that transgender thing.
but now how she explains
Didn't
it.
she post a video that said, I'm a boy?
But now how she explains
How
it.
she explains it.
Okay, you ain't even letting me.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now how she talks about it, it kind of makes sense. She's just saying like, someday she might want to have more.
That she's fluid.
masculine-
She's saying she's fluid.
Well, it's just, I think she's a girl, but she likes to. Sometimes she'll feel more masculine and like want to just present like, you know,
She
in a,
wants to wear sweatpants.
honestly, I think I don't know,
Anyway,
but not only that, but the canceled podcast, um,
well, the
you,
stuff with Colleen, because she had that podcast with
and
Colleen.
I used to watch Relax. This is like our hot topic section that we're already into, but
Isn't
she
Colleen back to posting videos?
she's back to posting videos and she just started her podcast back.
Wow. Are people
Yeah.
watching?
So she doesn't break 100,000 anymore, which I'm like
At all on any
on
video?
anything. So it's kind of wild.
That's kind of shocking. She will eventually, I think.
I mean, she's still doing like decent. I mean,
Well,
she posts
yeah.
every day and still gets like 70,000.
I mean, she
probably
definitely
on
has her
average.
stands. I mean, and they were never going to leave her no matter what. So
Yeah, and I mean that whole situation is just kind of crazy because like I mean, I have feelings like I used to watch Colleen like all the time. Um and the guy that kind of came after her, what was his name? Honestly, I don't.
It's Adam or
Adam
Wesley.
McIntyre.
Yeah, Adam.
And he's just kind of ick anyways too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
It's
yes,
just kind of like a
yes,
lot.
it might have been like weird her talking to an underage person, but he also was using it as a
It's
platform.
a vendetta.
Especially, I mean, he's a drama channel. He
Yeah.
knew what he was doing, and he's just kind of an ick too. But anyways, so they're back doing their podcast. I've been
Her
watching.
husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching obviously the Trixie and Katya podcast, Bob and Monet. Good Children. That is a new podcast. It's two guys that were like best friends. And they're a lot of fun. So I listen to them sometimes too. And they're like, I think their podcast is like what kind of inspired me is like, let's get back into it. Because they just talk about random crap and just are so funny. They talk about stories of their life and stuff. You'll have to listen to them. But yeah, so I was like, let's just get back to it. And we also don't spend a lot of time talking together. Do you know what I mean? Like just us. Except like
well,
in
we
bed.
don't sit and talk at each other like we would right now.
But I think as a couple you should put time to like just sit beside your loved one.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but I think it's a different vibe though when you're like
on camera.
Well, when we're on camera and we're recording, and there's like another.
Yeah, you're nicer to me. It's nice.
No, there's like another. Oh my god! If you say that I'm being nice now, they're gonna think I'm horrible because like I'm. I mean, probably. I mean, because all the time when we record, all throughout our channels, like people always accuse me of being so mean, and like, or some people love it, some people hate it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I don't know what that tangent was or how we're gonna bring this back in.
I think we gotta get back to the Super Bowl.
Oh God.
The commercials. Any standout commercials?
So yes. So obviously the Beyonce commercial was amazing. The Verizon Beyonce thing.
I mean, that is something we can talk for so long about because not only did she put several hints into that commercial, obviously at the end of it, she was like, release that new music. And guess what? Within 10 minutes,
yeah,
she had her
songs.
people were like,
well, it was probably all like, it was all like probably scheduled.
Well, I'm sure. But so she released 2 new songs, which what am I doing now?
The way you said "so," I think you got a list for. You were like "so." you were like "so." Oh God.
So she released 16 Carriages and Texas Hold'em, which
are country-ish-esque.
And y'all, what Beyonce is doing is crazy and amazing and just so cool because, Black music is like rooted, like country music, rock and roll, house music, all of that is like rooted in Black culture. It's all like derived from, black people and like their
Well, a lot of it was like a lot of it came over like with like when like slave culture was like a thing and stuff, and like
yeah,
a lot of people like brought
and
their
especially
sort
like
of
folk,
yeah.
like so anyways, what they are saying that Beyonce is doing, she obviously act one of her renaissance was house music. She's like taking back, kind of the culture.
Well, I don't think she's taking it back. I think
Well,
she's
she's
just
just
like further
paying
contributing.
homage
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
what. Okay. But anyway, so act one was like house music. Act two is country music. And act three, do you know what it is? What do you think it would be? Don't sound like y'all
I
were
mean,
still
I don't know,
here.
like rock
Rock
or
and roll.
rock and roll.
So they're saying that two is the country, and then three, when she releases, is going to be rock and roll, which is really cool, I think.
That'd be cool.
That'll be an interesting sound because we've already heard
she's already
country.
had some rock though.
Like what?
Like I would classify that Freedom song. You know, freedom, freedom with
Maybe.
that was that guy from the White Stripes or whatever, right? Isn't he like on that song?
No.
Some rock and roll person's on that song, I think.
You're probably right.
Anyway.
But so the two songs are great. And they
are
both
fun.
They're 1 and 2 on the country chart right now.
Which is wild. And I think that's
it's
gonna
the first
of course
time it's gonna be an uproar with all the
country music fans are
the
gonna lose their
Beehive
mind.
is sending out on Twitter today. They were sending out like links because it's so hard to get into country music. Like it's very like a stronghold of DJs playing things that aren't.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Strictly.
Oh, they're never gonna
like,
play
out of
Beyonce
the
on like
norm.
country music stations.
So the Beehive sent out whoever is in the Beehive that did this, they sent out a link to like all the country radio
like
stations.
the president of the Beehive.
Probably.
There probably is a president, don't you think?
Oh, the Queen Bee. Well, no, that's Beyonce.
That's Beyonce.
But they sent out a article that had links to where you go to each of these country stations to request, and it was like an easy thing. You hit it, you're able to request it. Put in
So
your
what song were they
information.
trying to request?
Texas Hold'em in 16 carriages, but I went through and I did Texas Hold'em.
I think Texas Hold'em is
It's
definitely
more
more
radio
country.
friendly. I think it's more radio friendly.
Well, and it's more country.
Yeah.
I mean, the instrumentation is country-ish.
We also were teased that Beyonce was going to be doing this because what they're saying is they recorded Daddy Lessons at the same time as some of these country songs that they're going to be on there.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe because Tina Knowles said that she had heard some of these songs for years, or at least like part of them. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that's a possibility.
Yeah.
But yeah, the songs.
It'd be cool if she brought on some like guest artists for it too. Like,
oh, did you get my text that I sent today?
Well, didn't you say that you read somewhere that maybe her and Casey?
No, I didn't read that. I did not read that. No, I didn't read that.
Okay, my God.
No, I thought that.
You just got crazy.
No, because
I didn't read that. I didn't read that.
Because you're making it seem like it wasn't my idea or my thought. And then today...
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed you read it somewhere.
No, I didn't.
Okay, God.
But it just hurts because now...
hurts. Oh, my God.
It hurts because now, today... Literally, I saw an article and I swear I thought I sent it to you, but I did screenshot it. If I didn't send it to you,
that said Beyonce and Casey Musgraves have a song together.
It said that
we know Casey Musgraves
is following somebody that was also a co-writer on one of the songs that she just released. And that happened in 2021, which is the time that they're saying all these country songs were like getting together. And then they're saying that's when Casey started following him. And there's the picture of them two at the Grammys. So I just would like to say I said it.
That's a lot of speculation.
Said it first, though.
But okay.
But then somebody also was like, why would Beyonce bring on a white girl when she's trying to like pay homage to
but
I guess it's just like having somebody that is like such a big part of country music.
Yeah, I mean, and Casey Musgraves is like a very like open, like she's an ally for like minorities and stuff like that. So like, I mean, I think if it was anybody was good, I mean, like the Chicks, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, she did the song
Oh
with the
yeah,
Chicks.
because I mean, Daddy Lessons, and they
Yeah,
collabed
I
with that.
mean, same kind of vibe there.
That's true. But anyways, the songs are great. I think on the top charts, I think Kanye West is still at number 1, but like she's at number 2 on like the best.
Kanye West has a new song.
I guess he released an album because
Oh,
the whole top 100 or whatever was like all him, like a
oh
lot of
weird.
it.
Okay.
But she's coming for him. And why are people still listening
Why
to
is he
Kanye
still
West?
around? Honestly, why are people still even paying him any mind?
If you listen to Kanye
Anyway.
West, tell us why, because I don't get it.
Anyway, so on the other commercials that were kind of memorable, there was one that I remember that was for Paramount Plus that was kind of funny, where they throw Hey Arnold on the side of a mountain.
I thought that was stupid.
I liked it. I thought it was cute. And then there was one that was really fun from Uber Eats, where they had Jennifer Aniston forget David Schwimmer. So they had Jennifer Aniston forget, like Rachel forget Ross, basically. It was like this whole shtick about like once you get Uber or something, you forget something else. And so, I don't know, like Jelly Roll was in it, I think, and like Jennifer Aniston. And
Jelly Roll is everywhere.
yeah.
Call him Jelly because he's on a roll. Please don't start the coughing again.
I'm sorry.
The only other commercial I could remember that stood out, which I don't know if it was like great, but it was the Dunkin' Donuts with
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's like, if I can say it faster, I'm going to just say it real quick.
Well, then there was another one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was kind of annoying. I didn't like that one. And then, what else?
I couldn't. There was just tons of trailers. Like movie
There were a
trailers.
lot of movie trailers. Oh, the funny ones with Dan Levy and the girl, like the homes.com or home. See, they didn't even work because I can't even remember the name of the company.
It is home.com. Homes.com.
No, it's not. It's home something else.
I think, no, it's homes.com.
I don't think it is.
I think it is homes.com.
I don't think it is.
But they're saying, because obviously I'm a real estate agent, North Carolina, South Carolina, if you need any real estate, buy or sell your house, contact me. But they're saying that some new company bought homes.com and they're going to be competing with Zillow. Because like Zillow, there's so many leads and stuff coming from Zillow, and Zillow is making so much money because a lot of these companies.
But there's already competitors in that space.
I mean, you got Redfin, you have Realtor, you have I'm trying to think of any other like
apartments.com.
I mean, maybe for renting, but anyways,
there is one more.
I think they just see how much
Trulia?
money Zillow is making, because y'all think about it, like when Zillow, if you fill out a thing on Zillow, it directs you to a agent that's working with Zillow, and they take a 50% commission right off the bat. So let's say you find an agent through Zillow, that agent is automatically having to give 50% of their commission to Zillow, and then also a percentage of their commission to their firm. So it's kind of crazy how much money Zillow is making just from like connecting agents. So obviously, why wouldn't you want to get into that field? But that was a good one too. I wanted to touch back at Beyonce again.
Oh God!
Because did you catch it? Because I don't think I called it when it was live. But did you catch that she was on the Sphere in Vegas?
Yeah.
And he said, "I thought you were going to be inside the Sphere," and she's like, "No, I'm going to be on top of it." Which kind of is hinting today that she announced that she's going to be doing the residency at the Sphere, which was already circulating. So it was kind of like her.
Did she announce that today?
No, but I'm saying they're saying that it's like that's.
Who's saying that?
The internet.
Okay.
I mean, do you want specifics? Am I supposed to write down?
But you say they're saying that a lot, and I just want to know who's they.
But I didn't catch that he said I thought you were going to be inside the Sphere, and she was like, no, on top of it. But that would be so cool though. Like once your team is done, and then if she takes over.
Yeah. I mean,
and why
be
wouldn't you?
Successful.
With as an artist, instead of like traveling the world, if you could, since you have a family, it'd be different if you didn't have a family.
Just sit and sing.
Like move your family there, have a great like
But also, like,
penthouse.
they live in LA, and I mean, that's not that far.
I mean, yeah, she could
Like,
just get on
I
her
mean, she can on a
jet
private jet and
and
be there in like 20 minutes, probably, or something
like
crazy.
Taylor Swift going all the way from Tokyo to Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, they say that she has the biggest carbon footprint of
I
any
know, that's
celebrity.
controversial, though.
Is it?
And she's, like, suing that person now.
Who? Allegedly.
She's threatening to sue the person who tracks her carbon footprint.
Why?
Because they literally track her, like, every move. So she's threatening, like, it's like a invasion of privacy or something.
That is, I mean, in a way, it's like, if you got it.
Yeah. I did see today that somebody made a joke about Taylor Swift and the Carolina Panthers.
What? How is that
it was
connected?
like, so you know how Taylor Swift was like in Tokyo or whatever before the Super Bowl, and some comedian made a joke, and it was like the only person further away from the Super Bowl is the Carolina Panthers. It was like a dig at the Carolina Panthers,
Which is honestly true, y'all.
Yeah.
This past season, me and Brandon had tickets and we just didn't even go.
I mean, we didn't
We
even care.
pure forgot.
We did
And
forget.
they were front row tickets.
We forgot.
We can't tell my dad.
Anyway, so moving on back to the Super Bowl. The halftime show
Yeah.
was so good.
Oh my god.
Usher was a good choice. And
But-
today, on my way to and from work, I was obsessed listening to his new album.
But you know what's
He has a
sad?
whole new album out.
His new song that he released.
Which
I mean,
new
he
song?
might have. He only has one that's at the top of the charts.
Kissing Strangers?
Maybe, I don't know. But isn't it sad though? He released that, and he was the halftime. Like he planned this out, and Beyonce's still ahead of him. It's like 1-2, and then
I mean,
he's
yeah,
3.
but
Wouldn't
it's
you be
different.
a little upset though if you were Usher and you were like,
I don't
this
know.
was my
There's enough to go
time.
around. He's had, I mean, you know, I don't know.
I mean, I don't care because I like Beyonce better than Usher.
Yeah.
But so his album is good.
It's so good. It's like
Is
very.
it like 90s
It's like.
or
I
like 2000s?
think it's like 20 some songs. So it's like a big album.
Yeah.
And it's very, it's very like, I mean, it's definitely like really, really true R&B, like kind of like 90s sounding, but with like a modern twist. You know, it's got that good song on it. You know, I like that song a lot. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
That song he's had out for a while. It's on this album. It's like, it goes like, you don't know that song?
Brandon just loves the moment where he gets to sing.
No, I'm trying to, it's like, we ain't good, we ain't good, but we still good.
Oh yeah.
That's, okay. It's got that on
seems
it.
old. Okay.
Well, that was like 2023, I think.
Okay.
But it's got a couple of other really good songs on it. There's one called Stone Cold Freak. That's really good.
Is it like hot?
Yeah. And then there's one called A-Town Girl that's really good. That's about like, I don't know, kind of like a girl in Atlanta. And it like references like very Atlanta things.
You know
which I
he's
thought was
with
funny.
a girl, like he has a girlfriend and 2 kids with her?
Yeah, I think he has like a long-term relationship.
I think he has 4 kids though. Somebody
Maybe.
told me he only had 2, but
I don't
he
know
has
much
2
about his
older,
life, to be honest.
2 older with another woman, and then 2 younger with this white woman. And his like kids are so cute.
Well, I
She
mean,
like just
of course they
posted
are.
pictures of them, but it's like you wouldn't think that he'd be with her. I mean, she's pretty, I guess, but like,
Oh, wow. Okay.
you know what I mean?
So you're saying that she like leveled up.
Isn't that a song of his? Level up, level up.
That's Sierra. What?
I don't know.
That's level up. Level up, level up, level up. Is that what you're about? That's Sierra.
Maybe.
Or Ciara. I can't remember how you say that.
I don't
I think it might be Ciara.
You know who wasn't good in the halftime show?
Y'all, Alicia Keys has got to, like, I don't know if she just has vocal problems, but like, she stays cracking her voice, and she just cannot hit the notes that she used to could. Like, I feel like
And it wouldn't. It was
she's a
just
great artist, I think. Like, I think she's a good musician.
Yes, yes.
She's a great writer.
Mhm.
Obviously, she has some really iconic songs,
Yep.
like Fallen is like one of those songs that's like timeless,
But
right?
all those songs she
But
could not do nowadays.
No, it's like she definitely was one of those singers who made her
Mark and then
no,
Lisa
she like
Stock.
made her like discography too difficult to last a long time.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
like I feel like Beyonce is kind of smart in a way as a singer because like she does some really great vocal things, but like not every song is like
At the
crazy,
top of the
and not every
range.
song even has like a big vocal moment.
Right.
Where like I mean,
Well, it's like Dolly.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, she's done the same thing.
yeah.
But like, but then you have singers like who can withstand it, like Celine Dion.
But you know who, like Whitney Houston,
She couldn't.
at the
Mariah.
end,
Mariah cannot.
No.
I mean, there's no way she can sing that stuff she used to sing in the original key.
No.
Absolutely no way.
But y'all, when Alicia Keys just started singing that
Some,
piano, it was the worst crack.
because it was like some
And I think
people, and
we
she was like,
counted
some. It was
we
funny.
counted like 3 other times that she cracked.
She cracked. Yeah,
during,
she nonstop cracking.
and it was like crack,
Which she
crack,
might have
crack.
been like sick. I mean,
But-
listen to me right now.
But the thing
It's
is,
hard.
she's sick at every appearance that she does then, because it ain't a one-time thing.
Maybe she stays sick.
If she has been amazing
Some people stay
in the
sick.
past, that was like, oh, she had an off day, she was sick. Like
Yeah.
but no, like we've heard her so many times within the past couple of years. It's like, no, girl, like you
Yeah.
just please. That one song she should have just came out and done that one song with him. My boo,
My boo.
my boo, because it was all just like my boo, my boo. What?
He doesn't say my boo over and over.
Yeah, it does.
It says
my boo, my boo, my boo, my boo, my boo.
My oh, my
Oh.
oh, my oh,
Ain't it called My
boo. Yeah, and then it says my boo. Yeah.
I think it's my boo, my boo.
I don't think it
is. Are you sure?
My boo. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know. But anyways.
Talking about my boo, let's move on to the next topic.
Oh.
It's Valentine's Day this week.
Just like Super Bowl's up. It was great. It had a crazy
I mean, it
ending
had a
winning
great.
overtime.
Yeah, the halftime show was great. I mean, I loved
Ludacris
Usher.
was good.
I mean, Usher was great.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody can show that kind of like
Dancing,
do that level of choreography and have like on point
Live
vocals. I mean,
vocals.
it's impressive. And so
Yeah.
props to Usher. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations to
Taylor Swift
Beyonce.
getting her first ring.
Congratulations to Taylor Swift and her man. I read
Isn't
that they
it
went out
funny
and had
that
fun at like
at the win.
Well, no, that first they went to a private party at Resorts World.
Oh.
And then they went out to the Win at a pub, apparently like where just people were, and like people were like losing their mind because Taylor Swift just like walked in and like.
Wow. You know what I was thinking? You know how Beyonce and Jay-Z were there, and Rumi was there, and Blue
Who?
Ivy, Rumi, or maybe Rumi wasn't there. Which one is? What's the girl's name and what's the boy's name?
I don't know.
One of them is Rumi, and the other one is I can't remember.
Jay-Z Jr.? I'm just
Basically. But the two girls were there, but where were Sir Carter? I think it's Sir and Rumi.
I think you're right.
So Rumi was there with Blue and Jay-Z and Beyonce, but I did not see Sir.
Maybe he just didn't want to come.
Isn't that funny though? I never see him.
Maybe he's an introvert.
Yeah. But anyways,
Maybe he's
enough
not
of
well-behaved.
Beyonce and the Super Bowl. We are going on to Valentine's Day.
Yay.
Y'all, that is our son saying it's bedtime and he's gonna be yelling.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up because it's about that time, y'all.
That is crazy.
Definitely they heard him scream just then.
Um,
So yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up.
what are you getting
So
me?
we don't do Valentine's Day.
We don't do presents, y'all. We would rather do
Yeah.
trips or just like a nice dinner.
We like usually save our money for like a nice experience of some
Yeah.
kind and just enjoy it together versus like getting each other gifts.
Because honestly, it's like
I mean, let's be real. I probably might conjure you up like a peanut butter, like I might conjure you up like a big Reese's or something.
but that's in every like Tuesday. Like you'll just bring something home. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
it's
sweet
not-
like that.
Okay, I bring you stuff.
When
Are you kidding?
did you bring me something
Let me think about
besides
it.
a microphone that didn't work?
That is so disappointing. Why'd you
I
have to bring
know it
that back
is.
up? And now I have to figure out how to get this back to Amazon.
Yeah, after God knows what you did to the box. You probably mutilated it and threw it away, didn't you?
No, the boxes are right there.
Oh,
so
okay,
calm
great.
down. Obviously, Brandon leaves for Germany this,
Saturday.
so you'll be going for Valentine's Day. When's Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is in like 2 days.
Oh.
It's on Wednesday.
Oh, well, we gotta
I
do
think.
something.
Yeah, it's on Wednesday.
Maybe we'll go. There's a because we're out in the country now, y'all. We don't live in the city.
No.
So
Out in the boonies.
to get anywhere nice, like a nice restaurant,
It's a 30-minute drive.
yeah. But we found one that's like really, really good in Hickory.
You know they're not gonna have a reservation on Valentine's Day.
But maybe we
Also,
don't.
what are we gonna do? Ask your parents to watch Otto on Valentine's Day?
They ain't gonna be doing nothing.
How do you know? They might have something romantic planned.
Yeah, we'll see. But that is one good thing, y'all, about living with my parents is we have
Built-in
babysitters.
babysitters.
Like we have more time for us to go and do stuff now than we ever did living in Charlotte, because like we obviously didn't want to ask our parents to like come all the way to Charlotte for us to just go out to dinner or something with friends.
Yeah.
And like our friends didn't want to watch Otto and then us just go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would want to be involved. So it's really nice like having my parents here and just us being able to get time
Just to get away
ourselves.
for like a couple hours even is like really nice.
Yeah. And like it's crazy because we've been down here for like 2 hours probably trying to get this whole setup going. And Otto has not cried.
Mm-mm.
But like if we're up there with him,
He'll cry.
he starts like getting.
He's whiny.
It's almost like he's
He
better
wants
when
us.
we're not around.
Yeah.
I
I feel like a lot of kids are like that.
Yeah. But Dad just said, "Are you ready for bed?"
I think that's a hit.
So yeah, Valentine's Day we don't have much going on. We'll probably go to dinner or something.
Yeah.
But that was my dad laughing. If y'all didn't hear that.
Oh God. Oh God.
But beyond that, do you have anything else to really say about Valentine's Day? It's my grandma and aunt's birthday.
Not really. My sister's birthday is the day before, so.
My other sister is on the 18th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. Like this little cluster of days right here. Like I know so many people who have like.
Well, then what's 9 months before this? Because that would explain it. What's 9 months prior to this?
No. January, December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May. Mother's Day. People be getting pounded on Mother's Day.
What did you just say? What did you just say? Did you say? Hang on, I really don't. I have a double ear infection, so that's hard for me to hear. Did you say? Brandon, look at me. Did you? Are you?
Get something.
Did you say?
I
That
did.
is vulgar.
I did say that.
That is vulgar.
I
And
don't.
Oh, I'm not editing this, so can you not cough into the mic? I am so sorry for everyone listening. And I'm sorry that y'all had to just listen to that.
I didn't mean.
Don't throw that on me.
That's just what came out.
But anyway, so now we know Mother's Day, things were happening.
Did we get some kind of present on Mother's Day?
Brandon, cough the other way away from the mic. Can you not right now? We are so close to being at the end of the podcast.
All right, let's wrap this up. I gotta get some water.
All right, so let's get into hot topics real quick.
What? Let's get into. I just said, can we wrap this up? And then you say, let's get into.
What do you mean?
We can save some hot topics for next time.
I told you, I like a long podcast that's like an hour long.
Knocking.
So let's get into this really quick. And this is like one that I want to talk about real quick. And then we
Okay.
can end this. Go get him real quick. And he can... So I'll start... Just open the door and I'll talk about this one real quick. So, y'all, at the Super Bowl, Ice Spice... Why don't you stand up? Ice Spice was in the same box as Taylor Swift, and y'all, they are saying, and tell me if you
I'm just gonna
know
go
anything.
What? Should I just go up?
I thought you were gonna bring him back, and then no, Dad's taking him to change his butt now. I mean, just leave. You go do it, and I'll finish this off.
Let's just wrap it up though.
Again, life of a toddler. Ice Spice, they're saying she was like in a satanic, did like a satanic ritual, that the cross she was wearing was like an upside down cross, and that she did like this like weird like satanic hand gesture
What?
during the Super Bowl. You'll have to like watch it. It is kind of weird because she does like a weird like
Is it
almost
like
like
a
a
wolf
wolf pack
pack?
thing, but like not.
Isn't that like that?
It was like a weird hand gesture, and then like she pulled at her like necklace, and they're saying like it was an upside down
That's
cross,
weird.
and that she was like, and they are always saying that about celebrities though. So they're
Yeah, they love
saying
to say
that they're in
somebody's
the
satanic.
Illuminati or they're satanic, and that's how they become popular.
Yeah.
But anyways, did you have any other hot topics? I know that we want to get out of here and stop.
I think we should go put our son
So
to
we're
bed.
gonna save the rest of the hot topics
I
for
think fatherhood
next
comes
week.
first.
Y'all, we are gonna be trying to upload a video every Tuesday, every week. So hopefully we can stick to it. Thank you so much for listening, or if you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. And we will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, go put our son.